Wow, I'm Lavita Weaver. Welcome back to VIP in the DMV. Truly excited about a special guest, Delegate Jamila Woods. Woohoo! I'm at this amazing employment event. And just to get started, tell us a little bit about this event and why it's important to you.
Yes, thank you, first of all, Lavita, so much for this opportunity. This 26th Legislative District sponsored Job and Resource Fair was something that we felt was extremely important when we realized that 70% of the federal employees in Washington, D.C., who lost employment, 70% of those people reside here in Prince George's County, Maryland. And so my staff and I came to the decision, and actually my staff came to me and said, listen, we have to do something. We want to do a resource fair. And of course, I said, absolutely, positively. And we've just had such a wonderful response from multiple employers, and not just employers, Lavita, but people came out and said, listen, we don't want to just come out and offer people jobs. We want to come out and teach people how to write their resumes. We want to come out and talk to people who are having challenges with paying their mortgage. We want to talk to people who are having challenges with insurance, who may not have insurance, who've lost their jobs and maybe have lost their insurance. And so this has just been a phenomenal opportunity.
But I'm excited because before I can come in, I was outside for about 30 minutes with people just, sharing with me just so many opportunities.
Wow.
And just sharing just how great all the resources. Then when I got upstairs and I saw so many resources of all these different organizations and potential jobs, and like you said, not just offering employment, but what, resume writing, how to prepare for job readiness, and what else?
We actually have a person here with the Department of Labor that will actually walk with you through your employment seeking process, to the extent that they will reach out to the employer and find out from the employer what else they need so that we can assure that this individual can get a job with your agency.
Wow.
Like, wow.
So what actually touched your heart to share with the community the way you do? Because I've met you before. Well, I met you. How long ago did I meet you? I don't know. We can be real with this. I met Delegate Jamila Woods. Was it last year?
It was last year through Lieutenant Calvin Charles.
It sure
with
was.
Maryland National Capital Park and Plan and
sure
Police.
Was. And
yes.
then you just showed up to my graduation
yes.
with what? With the police academy,
yes,
and with the Citizen Police Academy,
yes.
and you knew like half the people there. Like, she loves people, and when you meet her, you feel like you've met her or have known her for years. Don't y'all agree with that?
Yes.
Y'all have any good stories about Delegate Wood? Any good stories about it?
Any stories? Despite saying that she has $2 and no cents. Okay, so don't. We're not gonna go there.
So with that in mind, tell me a little bit about yourself. We know what you do. You truly are passionate about helping the community, helping people live better, helping people thrive. But where did that come from?
So, Lavita, believe it or not, I was born Justina Dorothea Stewart. I was raised for the first 12 years of my life in foster care.
What?
And in that process, I experienced every type of abuse that a person can imagine, literally. Sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse. And there were 10 of us that were raised in this one home, and eventually all of us were adopted, but we went through so much. We were taken out of biological homes, right? Supposed to be placed in places where we could be safe and cared for yeah. and encouraged, and we just didn't have that. And so something inside of me, and you're going to crack up when I tell you, but something inside of me said, no, we can't do this. And I, from childhood, always was the one that asked the questions, was the one that questioned why. And so I got called a lot of names. I talked too much. I didn't know my place. But in my heart, from childhood, I didn't even understand what that was, right? I didn't understand what it meant to be an advocate. And yet, as a child, I was fighting. I was always the one. They said I was the bossy one. My siblings, I was next to the baby with the first four. Okay. But I was the one that was saying, we got to do this, we got to do that. You want to hear something?
What?
When I was close to 60 years old, I asked the person, because I had tried to trace my family heritage myself, because up until that time, the only person that I knew I was related to was my brother Mark and our children. And so I did the ancestry and and I couldn't really find the information. I didn't realize that's work. But I asked someone who was, who knew how to do that. And guess what I found out?
What you find out?
I found out that I am the 5th generation great niece of Harriet Tubman.
You're kidding me. Wow.
Harriet Tubman's sister.
That's where that fight came from. Come
Harriet
on now.
Tubman's
Y'all
oldest
see that
sister,
fight, right?
Lina, is my 5th generation great grandmother. And so now I can confidently tell people when they say, where in the world did you get all of that fight from? Where in the world did I said it's in my blood. Hey!
It's in your DNA.
It's in my DNA. And so I'm excited about that. And my heart's desire, Lavita, is to be of service. That's
awesome.
my heart's desire. That's what I want more than anything in the world. And I want to make sure that all of those people who went through the things that I went through know that there is still hope.
So there is hope.
I was told I was a failure.
Wow.
I was literally told I was a failure. And I want to show people I didn't graduate summa cum laude. I didn't graduate cum laude. I graduated thank you, Lottie.
Thank you, Lordy.
Okay. But look what God has done and where God has brought me.
Yes.
And it has come from just making up in my mind that no devil in hell is going to walk on to Jesus in me. Can I just say that? And no matter what's happened, we can make the best of our lives. But we need each other to survive. And so all of these people that are surrounding me, I didn't do this by myself. I did this because I had people that said, you know what, I'll help you. Some of them helped me on a humble. Didn't know me, didn't know anything about me, but somebody told them about me. And they said, I want to help. And this is why I do what I do. And I want to help see other people do the same thing.
Children as well now that are in foster care.
So, I am actually a licensed social worker.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I am a licensed social worker. And I still work with children today. Today, I still work with children full time. So I am a legislator and I am still a full-time employee with District of Columbia government working for Child and Family Services Agency.
And so you help children in foster care.
And I help children, and people say, why are you doing that? They're like, why you can retire? You're old enough. Like, what are they trying to say?
I don't remember
you can retire,
in the Bible, though.
Right? Neither do I.
I don't remember.
Okay. And they say, why do you do this? And I remember Yolanda Adams sang the song, What About the Children? And that's what my response is. What about the children? Our most vulnerable population. And so that I try to help children. I've actually put forth legislation in Annapolis that supports the work of children, supports making sure that the mental health needs of children are met, supports making sure that children who, like myself, have gone through the foster care system now are not stuck in hospitals with pediatric overstays. We just passed the bill this year.
Just passed that bill
just this year that says you can't keep. They were literally keeping children in the ER for up to 6 months.
Why?
In the ER because they didn't have beds or hospitalization.
And you can do that legally?
Not anymore.
Wow! Look at that. Come on, let's give her another. So let me ask you this: because there's somebody out there right now, whether they've been in foster care, whether they've been divorced, whether they've been abused, or whether they're struggling financially, or whether they have an illness that just didn't see hope where they are. So how would you look at that person based on where you've been, based on what you've seen, based on what you've done, based on what you experienced? Look at them and give them hope right now in any situation of hardship. It's a lot of people going through right now where we are.
And so my word of encouragement would be this. Number one, you have elected officials for a reason. Reach out to them. Tell them what your concerns are. Tell them what your needs are. What people don't realize is 90% of the legislation that I've successfully passed in the state of Maryland, and you have to understand the legislation that's passed impacts all of the 6.5 million residents. 90% of that legislation came because people like you came up to me and said, you know what, I don't like the way this is going on in the state. Is there anything we can do to change it? And guess what? We found out. Not in every situation, but we found out, and we've passed legislation that's changed because you came to me. So I tell everybody.
Let me stop and say this. So in other words, a lot of times we think it's important to vote when it comes to the big vote, right? But you're saying we have to actually touch those leaders at our local level.
Yes.
That's critical.
Absolutely.
Because that determines how we live day to day.
Absolutely, positively. And so it's extremely important. So I encourage you, you call your legislator. This is what we signed up for. And guess what? If the legislator's not responding and not doing what you need, that's when you know to come to the polls. You vet these candidates. You find out who is trying to do the work in the community to make sure that the needs of the community are met.
How do you find out who your district legislator is?
So if you're a Maryland State resident, you can go to the Maryland General Assembly website. You can put in your zip code. It will tell you who your legislators are. So one of the questions that I get, and I even got it here today, people said, but I thought this was District 8, and you say you're District 26. And I said, yes, this is District 8, and this is District 26.
Okay.
It's District 8 because that is the councilmatic district for Prince George's County. So there are 9 councilmatic districts, but that's just specific to Prince George's County. I'm a state legislator, which means I represent all the citizens in the entire state of Maryland. And so it's Legislative District 26, which is represents the state of Maryland, but it's Councilmatic District 8. So Legislative District 26 has residents from Councilmatic District 7, Councilmatic District 8, and Councilmatic District 9.
So I want to also know who these amazing support people
are. Oh my God, they are amazing.
I want to hear their names, your name, and what you do, Mel.
This is the one that my backbone right here.
Your name, who you are, briefly.
Hello, my name is Delapo Lomo, and I am the Chief of Staff to the wonderful Delegate Jamila. It's truly a blessing to work alongside someone that cares, and not just cares because she wants something from you, but cares because your life being better makes her happy.
Wow.
Thank you.
And that is waking up every day to work with someone like that impacts your life as well. And so every single day I'm very grateful to know someone like her, to work with someone like her, to be around her. It's a blessing, and I thank God for that. Yeah.
Don't mess up your makeup.
Okay. That's just a little bit.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Susie Adams. I came to volunteer, and I tell you, it has been wonderful to be here. And as soon as she needs us, we're always going to show up.
Thank you.
Awesome.
My God. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Angie Suggs, and I'm also a volunteer.
Woo! That's all you want to say.
That's all you just said.
That's it. That's it.
Hi, my name is Jay Jackson, and
Jay!
I am here as a volunteer as well. As a matter of fact, I got more information here than I thought I would. I thought I was here to help, but I got stuff for myself. So thank you very much.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
Hello, my name is Sharon Ray, and I'm Delegate's favorite.
Based on what? Based on what? How do you know you're the favorite?
Because she hugged and kissed me a lot.
Oh!
But I must say, meeting her today was a blessing. I am so thankful to what you do. I learned a lot just in this session. So you keep doing what you're doing, and you will continue to be blessed. Okay?
Thank you.
I love you so much.
Thank you. I love you more.
Who's next? Who we got next? Okay.
Hello, my name is Kathy Applewhite. I am here as a volunteer also. I met Delegate Woods today.
Today.
Okay,
and she has been so wonderful, personal. I actually walked up to her. She didn't know me.
Okay.
And she turned around and she embraced me with so much information.
Wow.
She even told me that I could get her personal cell phone number to ask her whatever I need to ask her. And it was so beautiful to have somebody in the political realm that took the time and absolutely talked to me as a volunteer, and she don't know me. So it was great.
You can't get rid of me now, though. None of y'all.
It was a pleasure working with you today.
Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Nigel Scott. I'm also a volunteer, and I'm just glad I came out. Something new for me, and hopefully I could volunteer more.
I certainly hope so.
And I see your passion. You're getting a little bit emotional. Why are you getting emotional?
I love it.
And when my mother first met you at the Citizens Police Academy when I graduated, my mother fell in love with you. You gave her so much love. She's like, who is this lady? And she wanted to be here today to support you, but she's having some sciatic nerve pain right now, and she says she loves you.
And I'm going to give her a call. You make sure I get her number, and I'll call her.
To see you.
Okay.
And I heard you sing.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody little birdie told me you sang with who? What's all those great names you sang with?
I've sung with Ray Charles, Patti LaBelle, Stevie Wonder, Phyllis Hyman,
Okay.
Stephanie Mills, of course, Yolanda Adams, Richard Smallwood. VIP in the DMV, value, identity, and purpose.
And again, y'all,
VIP in the DMV, value, identity, and purpose.
Until next time, may God continue to bless you. And I am honored. I am so deeply honored that He allowed me to actually highlight VIPs in our community, those adding genuine value, identity, and purpose, to let all people know you are valuable.
Absolutely.
You have a unique identity, and God have an amazing purpose. No matter where you are, Delegate Jamila Woods, she proves, she's a witness to us today. No matter where you've been, no matter where you are, no matter who counted you out, God still have an amazing purpose just for you. You want to end with anything? Anything.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you, Lavita, and certainly this support system. You know, as they said, some of them I'm just meeting for the first time today, and they came out because somebody asked them to come and be a part of this. And y'all can't get rid of me now. And he's hiding over there, but I just want to shout out my communications and constitution director, Daryl Harris.
Sit right here, Daryl Harris.
Is one of the
Sit
people,
right here.
Man, these are my backbones. These are the people that make it happen. These are the people. These are the reason why I sing.
That's awesome.
So I just want to say thank you to you, Daryl.
Until next time, God bless you.
God bless you.
Yay! Okay, sir, who are you and why did you come to this event today?
How you doing? I'm Nick Liggins, and this was a wonderful event for people that are looking for activities and employment. I met some great people inside that are very resourceful, and they gave me some wonderful ideas about my future endeavors. And this was a great event.
Wonderful. So what are your next steps?
Well, I'm always looking for new avenues to try, jobs, meeting people, just connecting with people and trying to find out what's going on in the community. But they didn't have the
My name today is Jamila J. Woods. I was born Justina Dorothea Stewart. I was removed from my mother, and I was placed in foster care. And I was placed in foster care with the mindset and the mentality that I was going to be with people who were going to treat me better, who were going to make a way for me, who were going to make my life wonderful. We experienced sexual abuse from my foster father, physical abuse, emotional abuse, spiritual abuse, you name it, I went through it. I spent my life trying to be a people pleaser because I wanted somebody to love me and somebody to accept me. And I knew, I had made a lot of decisions and I made a lot of enemies and I burned a lot of bridges. And not to make it an excuse, but the reality was I did what was being done to me. What did they say? Hurt people? Hurt people. And so those are the things that I went through. But here's the piece. It was hard as hell. Y'all already know that. Because I know, like I said, everybody in here has a story, right? But you see where I am today? I'm in a space today where I represent 6.5 people in the state of Maryland. And I represent them because of my story. I represent them because I made up in my mind, I'm fighting back. And I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that this does not happen to other people. What we have to understand is we don't ever have to throw in the towel. We gotta take that Billy, wipe the sweat, and keep it moving. People say, well, why do you think you'd be a good politician? Why do you think you make a difference? I said, because I am you. And so I ran for office and people were like, you can help change. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. I begged and I pleaded when I got to Annapolis to be on health and government operations because I wanted to work with mental health. I wanted to work with substance abuse. I wanted to work with issues related to housing and governance and all of those kind of things. When you work hard enough and you fight hard enough, you may not see it, but it pays off. And I wound up on HGO. Started working and all my bills started passing. You know why my bills started passing? Because people started coming to Annapolis and hold up, I've been through this. And that's what we need. We need people that come and tell their stories and say, this is why this is important. What we have in this room is enough maybe not to change the world, but to change the world around us. And so I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to let you know that I am you and that I am with you.
Okay, former Prince George's County Police Officer ID 1381, Lavita Weaver. Lavita is also the sister of our beloved Corporal Art Weaver, ID 1093. one of a kind, truly made by divine design. Doesn't matter what they say, doesn't matter what they do, when you know that God has a plan for you. My worth is in Him, I am more than enough. Owning my VIP, free to be the best me. VIP in the DMV, value, identity, purpose. VIP in the DMV, value, identity, purpose. For all the young people, for your haters, rock and tell them bye. Now you own your VIP, let me tell you why. It was Christ who sacrificed. He hung on the cross for your VIP life. For all your haters, rock and tell them bye. Now you own your VIP, let me tell you why. It was Christ who sacrificed. He hung on the cross for your VIP life. VIP, VIP, VIP in the DMV, value, identity, purpose. VIP in the DMV, value, identity, purpose. My worth is in Him, I am more than enough. My worth is in Him, I am more than enough. Say, my worth is in